You know, we live in a world where people are admonishing and telling people that there are certain things that they should do based on their mental health. Good morning, you're welcome to Daily Days. I bring you word from the Lord, Revelation chapter 3 and verse 16. It says, "But because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I'm going to spit you out of my mouth." Now, this is the conversation. This is Jesus speaking to everyone. He says that we're bringing you into a place where you must understand that a position must be taken. You know, we live in a world where people are admonishing and telling people that there are certain things that they should do based on their mental health. And then they are pushing the bound in terms of, and it started out with good intention. And most of this kind of movement, or most of this kind of admonition, starts out with good intention, where somebody is saying to other people, don't worry, you can go about this way, take your time, and all of that. Now, Jesus is saying that you must take a position. If you are cold, we know that you are extremely cold. If you are hot, we know that you're extremely hot. But to be in the middle where we don't know, at least if you're cold, we know what to do to actually crank you up to the point where you get hot. But you're in the middle, you're sitting on the fence, everything you are agreeing to, this wave of doctrine, you are there. Another wave of doctrine, you are there. We do not know where you actually stand in between. He says, I'm going to spit you out of my mouth because you are not giving a specific sound. And everyone must have a specific sound that they are, quote and unquote, vibing to, which is the fact that everyone must respond in a certain way. When somebody is cold, we know how to get the person to be warm. But if the person is pretending to be warm when they are actually cold, it is confusing. It is the same thing Jesus did when he went to the fig tree and he saw that the fig tree was posing as though there was fruit on you, whereas there was no fruit. And a lot of people have asked questions as to why did Jesus have to curse it? And that is the exact same thing when he says that I will spit you out. You are nowhere to be found. You are never cold, you are not hot, and we don't understand what it is that you're doing. And so it is important to take a position, not just on the service to God or to the dictates of God. It is that even in any subject matter, let us know where you belong so that we know exactly what to do. In fact, and I say this, that the semi-literate people are probably the most dangerous set of people as far as the world is concerned. People who are not necessarily illiterate, but they are also not necessarily educated. You saw what they said about Peter. They said these people were uneducated. We know where they were. They were at a particular point in their lives. They were not trying to pretend. They were not semi-literate. They were uneducated. Paul was extremely educated, but when you begin to mix and match things, 7 sons of Sceva, they weren't anywhere. They were not of Jesus. They were not of Apollos. They were not of Paul. Nobody knew them. Even the demon cannot even recognize their footprints. They don't have any standing in the realm of the spirit. And so life will begin to demand from you, not just Jesus. He says life will demand from you where you are. And it's important to take that particular position. How do you get there? It is by studying of the Word of God and also the ministry of prayer consistently over a long period of time until you get into a particular position where you are burning for Him relentlessly. I hope that has helped you this morning. Until tomorrow, when I bring you another word on another episode of the Daily Dose, keep liking, keep sharing, and keep subscribing. God bless you.